defensive shell and projecting strength and confidence. And that's what I expect him to do. But I certainly don't doubt Michael Cohen's statements that this is something he is fearful of, that he never wanted to happen. Look, his lawyers were trying to head this off before indictment. They were meeting with the district attorney's office and telling him why they shouldn't charge Donald Trump. And that you only do if you want to try to get these charges dismissed or not filed in the first place. So, I don't think we'll ever be able to see President Trump's kind of inner feelings come out because he's always going to be projecting strength, control, and power. But certainly, I have every reason to believe Michael Cohen certainly knows what's going on behind the scenes in President Trump's head there.
Yeah, and obviously, the DA is expected to speak after this arraignment. How soon after the arraignment do you expect the Manhattan DA to come out and talk about the charges?
Well, I suspect behind the scenes they've been preparing for this because they know that the charges have been sealed since they were returned by the grand jury, which was last week. They certainly know the intense public scrutiny that as we're all waiting and watching to figure out what these charges are. And it's an opportunity for the district attorney to message and position the charges to the public in a way that helps them understand, why is this important? Why is this a criminal case? Why are you charging a former president of the United States? And so because of the importance of communicating to the public about why this criminal case is happening, I suspect they have planned it out. His statement is ready. They know exactly what they're going to say and what they want to communicate to the public about these charges. So I think as soon as we get through the proceedings, it's not going to take too long because the district attorney wants to be the one that's doing that. He doesn't want the unsealed indictment to float out there and others to weigh in first. So I think we'll hear from him quite soon.
Okay, Scott Tenley, thank you so much. Now here at noon, we are beginning our Kcal News at Noon broadcast.
This is Kcal News, Los Angeles.
And we continue our special coverage right now, a historic day in American politics and justice. Former President Donald Trump has been arraigned inside a Manhattan courthouse. He is the first former president to ever be charged with a crime.
Yeah, so he turned himself in just before 10:30 this morning, our time. This is video of that. You can see the president wave at his supporters, then walk inside that courthouse. But also, that's when he went inside, where he went before a judge, where he learned of the felony charges against him in connection with a $130,000 payment to former adult actress star, or Stormy Daniels. Now, the former president pleaded not guilty to all 34 of those charges.
Yeah, not guilty to 34 counts of falsifying business records. As we welcome you again, you're watching Kcal News here at noon. We are streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. I'm Jasmine Veal.
And I'm Chris Holmstrom. This is a historic day we're following here.
We've had a lot of great insight from our legal experts, from Jared Hill, our reporter there live outside the Manhattan courthouse there in New York. We are waiting for the full list of those charges made against Trump. There have been reports that he's facing, as you just said, Chris, 34 felony counts of falsifying business records in the hush money payments during the 2016 campaign. A conviction of these counts could result in up to 4 years in prison. The thought is, though, it's unlikely that Trump will actually face prison time as a first-time offender. Yeah,
that's what we're learning, and that's what we're hearing from legal experts. But we do want to take a closer look at the charges. We are joined now by partner and managing attorney in the Bloom firm, Mr. Eric Fudali. Eric, thank you so much for joining us. Can you hear us? Let's
We're going to make sure your audio is okay. All right, let's work on that for a few seconds. If your audio, can we do another check here? We're sorry, this is all the tech world, right? We're always zooming and trying to figure it out, and see he's doing fresh batteries into our audio boxes. All right, Eric, can you hear us? We still can't hear you. Stand by. We're going to let our producers and our tech team figure that one out. But you saw those still pictures, because that's the only thing that is allowed inside of the courthouse where he is being arraigned. It should take, we're told by our legal experts, 20 to 30 minutes, maybe a little longer because of the complexities of being there with Secret Service.
Yeah, he's been in there for quite some time. You know, the big question is, you know, what his mood would be like. Obviously, he waved at the supporters as we saw him go inside the courthouse. Then he went into the processing center. That's where he was under arrest, likely got fingerprinted, most likely did not get a mugshot. But also, his face, very stoic, a very stern look as he looked directly at the camera walking down the hall. Then he walked into that courtroom. Let's see if we can get some video showcasing the walk down the hallway along with him inside the courtroom. He was inside with his legal team. There's probably about 4 to 5 attorneys with him, but obviously he's got a much larger defense team.
And he's talked about this. His team, leading up to this day, they sent out campaign flyers, or they did social media posts. They've sent out campaign emails asking for more donations to come in. They were painting this picture of like, hey, he called it a witch hunt. But as one of our legal experts pointed out, that it's, you know, even the picture showing the gravity of the situation, that he is now a criminal defendant in a criminal case. It is a big deal, no matter what side you're on, that the judge, when he read those crimes that are brought against Mr. Trump from the state, that this is